we came to State College, but the story that sealed the deal for me, people were going in and out, leaving and coming and leaving. And I was like, God, when are we going to leave? When are we going to leave? Not that I just didn't think I wanted to live in State College, but so when are we going to leave? And so we did a women's conference, and I'd spoken on some very sensitive issues at that conference. So the Lord said, some people are going to need to come and talk, Sherren. I said, okay. So a young lady called and asked if I could come, asked if she could come and talk, and I said, certainly. So I went up on campus to pick her up, and it was when the old, where the Pascarella Center is, that used to be a parking lot there. So I parked my car waiting for her to come out of, I think, Moore Building or whatever. But as I was in the car, all these buses, the regular buses that go on campus, the buses were just coming. So these new buses were coming through, and just a few people got off of them. And then about the fourth or fifth bus, I'm sitting out there for a while, the fourth, fifth bus that came through, this old bus. I said, and I even said, look at that old bus. And I went, oh my gosh, it's loaded with people. My goodness. And the people got off of the bus. It was loaded. People were standing on that bus. And when they got off, it's as if I went into almost a vision mode. They were walking as if they knew where they were going. And several people passed right by my car. And the Lord said, look, they rode that old bus, but they're getting off and they know where they're going. They know where they're going. And God said to me, Sherren, I was late 20s. He said, Sherren, I need some old buses. He said, you're going to be here. And so from that moment, I knew that I was going to be here. But I look how God has just turned it around. I love State College. When I leave here, I can't wait to come back. If I go on vacation, I still can't wait to come back to State College. And it became home. So the Lord, because of our obedience, he turned even my love for the area, my love for ministry, my love for God, for God's people. And I just recently was just saying, God, show me how to love more. Show me how to love deeper and more like Christ. So I'm an old bus. I was 29, I'm 72, going on 73. And here I have become an old bus. And a lot of people have come through here that we have helped. We haven't done all right. And we basically had, God trained us. God had to, we didn't have, sometimes I say, boy, I really wish I'd had what this person is receiving. But this is one thing the Lord said to me. He said, Sherren, in some ways he's given me a machete and he put me in a jungle. And he said, come on, chop down, chop the trees down, chop. And so he said, you're getting scratched while you're chopping to go up a hill. He said, but you're building a path for somebody else to be able to walk on, where I didn't have the path, but I had to, I didn't do everything right. I made mistakes, but he said, keep on coming. He just recently just said, just keep on coming. And so I saw myself cutting a machete. And then I got to the top of the hill and God says, okay, turn around. And there was a line of people behind me. And I was taking my hand to help them over. Yeah. Help them over. So I believe that Pastor McKenzie and I were called from our mother's wombs. We had plans for our lives, to financial plans. He was going to go into physical therapy. I was going to be a speech therapist. We were going to hook up with the doctors, some kind of medical facility. But God changed all of our plans. And God has been teaching us over the years, because we're called of the Lord. And it's so interesting, because I remember Harold saying, we were talking, what would you do if you could come back? What would you do? And I was thinking what I would do. But Pastor McKenzie said, if I came back, I want to be a pastor. That's how much God changed the hearts. And so we're here because of the Lord.
Yeah.